Have you ever wondered why certain patterns keep repeating in your life? Why you attract the same kind of people, the same struggles, or the same disappointments, no matter how much you try to change? Carl Jung, one of the deepest explorers of the human soul, once gave us a truth that shakes the foundations of psychology and spirituality. He said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This single sentence contains a mystery that can either enslave you or liberate you. We live our lives believing we are making choices freely. We choose our work, our partners, our habits, our future. But what if beneath those choices lies another force, silent, hidden, and ancient, whispering to us from the depths of the unconscious? The unconscious is the shadow kingdom within. It carries forgotten memories, unhealed wounds, suppressed emotions, and archetypes older than time. And as long as it remains unseen, it pulls the strings of our lives like an invisible puppeteer. That is why a man may always find himself betrayed, though he seeks loyalty. A woman may always fall into relationships where she is silenced, though she longs for a voice. A child may grow into an adult chasing wealth, not from love of abundance, but from fear of poverty echoing in the hidden chambers of the mind. To the unawakened, all this looks like destiny, like fate. But Jung reveals the secret. It is not fate. It is unconscious programming. And here is where the real question arises. What happens when you dare to face the shadows? Part 2 will take us deeper into the courage, the pain, and the power of awakening. We return. The question is no longer, what is fate? But rather, am I ready to meet the unseen within me? Jung teaches us that the path of awakening begins with light, but not the kind you imagine. It begins with shining light into the places you fear to enter. To awaken, you must ask yourself, why do I react with anger in certain moments? Why do I fear love when it is offered? Why do I sabotage myself just before success arrives? Every why is a doorway into the unconscious. The shadow is not the enemy, it is the teacher. When you bring it into the light, the puppet strings break. You stop calling it fate and begin to call it choice. Picture a ship at sea. The captain believes he is steering, but deep below, the navigation system is locked on a hidden course. No matter what he does, the ship drifts back. This is life under the rule of the unconscious. Until you descend into the lower deck, you will never take command of your destiny. But the descent is not easy. It means facing your fears, your wounds, your failures, and your forgotten dreams. It means sitting with truths that make you tremble. Yet it is the only path to freedom, because in the shadow lies not only pain, but also power. The darkness you fear may be the very place where your true purpose is waiting. So listen again to Jung's timeless warning. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Your destiny is not chains of repetition. It is a choice. Awaken, descend, bring light to your shadows. And when you rise, you will no longer call it fate. You will call it freedom. If this stirred your soul, stay with me on this path. More wisdom awaits in the words of Jung and the mystics. Subscribe and awaken.